your last semester of college, if you're a design major or anything in the art department, you have a portfolio show. So you present all of the work that your body of work that you've created as a student to potential hires, basically. Like you're coming to market with your work and you're like, here's my portfolio, hire me, somebody hire me or whatever. And you usually kind of like try to pick a specialty like packaging design or web design or whatever it is. And this is a long time ago before like social media and all of that was a thing. And my business partner and I, her name's Nicole, we met in college and we both were kind of on the same path. We had internships and it was 2009 and it was during a recession and nobody was hiring at that point. In fact, thousands of people were getting laid off. It was not a good time to enter the job market, especially in that field. So there wasn't as many people coming to this portfolio show to hire. So we joined our portfolios together and created a business during that course, like that semester-long class. We decided to turn that class into our branding project for ourselves. And we created Ampersand, and we made business cards and a website, and we launched our portfolios together as a business at the show.
And that was 16, 17 years ago now? And I think that's a pretty rare story. I think someone that early on starting a business and sticking with it that long, where when you're that young too, right? And you I think that's one thing that's unique too. And I actually want to hear some of your thought about maybe how it influenced you guys building the company. Is you didn't have a bunch of experience working for a bunch of different companies or seeing all the workings or experiencing being under a bunch of different leaders or any of that. You went straight to a business.
Oh, and that's all stuff that you don't think about until 16 years later. And you're looking back like, holy shit, like we had no at all. I've never worked for anybody else. I've worked, the only other jobs, like I call it a JOB. The only other JOB I've ever had is serving tables at restaurants. And a couple of retail jobs in high school. All of those were commission based. And then the waiting tables thing is you're pretty much your own boss. You're in charge of your own income. You're in charge of your own flow and how you do things. You're not really going in and checking off boxes. And so I've never worked on a team. I've never had a manager like above me with deadlines or anything like that. So we didn't know what we didn't know. We had absolutely no vision, like far out vision. It was like, let's do this right now. And right now was all we knew. So it was like one step in front of the other. We kind of just followed the path wherever it took us. It took us on a crazy journey. And then now I'm like, okay, that's a fun way to live and operate, but it is not a scalable way to live and operate.
What did a little bit of the timeline look like? So that was 16 years ago. So that's been quite a journey. How long, what did the first few years look like? Like when, did you guys bring on either other people or what did some of the journey look like in short?
So we started it thinking we were going to be a branding agency, just like the advertising agencies that we wanted to go work for. And we were obsessed with print design. We wanted to do magazines and packaging, like physical, tangible paper. We loved paper. We were like obsessed with it. So that's what we thought we were going to do. But what actually, the work that came to us right out of the gates was wedding photography. Crazy, like in all of our friends' opinion, we were just like the artsy kids that had cameras. They were like, can you take pictures at my wedding? So we were at that age where everybody was getting married and it sort of snowballed. So we accidentally became wedding photographers. It was not the intention. It wasn't what we created the brand to be. But that was, one person asked us, and then the word of mouth started happening. And we were like, okay, I guess this is what we're doing. So we went all in on wedding photography and built a very successful wedding photography brand in Boise and beyond. Like we were doing destination weddings, we were speaking at conferences, we were doing workshops, and but we were still graphic designers and still loved that side. So we started doing wedding invitations for our clients as well. And we built a wedding invitation business, totally separate brand from that.
Cool.
We went on to open brick and mortar gift shops. I don't know if you knew about that.
No.
So we had a gift shop / wedding invitation, custom wedding invitation store called Papery and Pen. And we had a space in the Village at Meridian.
I remember that. Yes.
4,000 square feet filled with little tiny journals and cards. So that was a journey. Learned a lot about running a retail store. And that was where I got the crash course in leadership and team management.
Okay, say more.
Oh, man. My whole life, I have been told that I'm a leader. I'm a natural leader. I was always the club president or whatever. I had no problem being like, here's what we're doing today, kids, like in 5th grade.
Yep.
So I had this belief that that was like a natural ability. And I found out really fast that it is absolutely not enough to actually lead people. To just have the will to be a leader is maybe natural.
Yeah.
But the actual skills have to be taught and learned and practiced.
What specifically stands out to you as the skills that have to be learned?
I think it's communication for sure is a big one. Setting expectations, having, not expecting people to just read your mind and kind of like do set the standard, all of that. I have experienced the store was a very different type of employee than like who I have working for us now.
Sure.
It was a lot of high school kids, college kids
working
that just
in retail.
Minimum wage or, a couple hours a day here and there. It wasn't like their career path.
Yeah.
They weren't passionate about it.
Yeah.
They loved the cute things that we sold in the store and they're like, I want to work there,
Yeah.
And so I dealt with a lot of flakiness and people calling in sick and not really showing up 100% and that kind of thing. And I'm over here like, this is my business. This is my baby. And when I talk to a customer, I'm going to give them a different level of experience than these people.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of was resentful or super upset when people didn't get the same experience that I was giving.
Yep.
And so being a good leader, you have to figure out how to not only train that in people, but also you have to let them know that you see that in them and that you see that potential and that you know that they are capable of it. And almost like, I don't know, bring that out of them that they want to give that.
Yeah.